Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Friday, February 4th episode of the PM Show. As you can see by the thumbnail, we had to postpone the interview with Yelena Wolf from Finland due to the problems we were having this morning. I didn't want to run the risk of it happening since it's like, after 1 o'clock in the morning there, for her to have to sit there and sit there and sit there while I had to keep getting myself tuned back in, getting the video started back up again. So we have postponed it till next Friday night, the 11th. Hey Doc, hey Tommy, Templar, howdy. Jay, good evening. Yeah, it seems like it seems like from what I've been gathering that StreamYard is actually having an issue. Three of us here in the state of Michigan that associate with each other have been having issues with StreamYard. Kentucky girl, I guess she was live last night and was constantly having issues. And we don't know if it's the weather or if they were doing some kind of an upgrade or what the deal was. But I just couldn't see risking it with Elena. Yeah. Drew has never chickened out. I mean, Drew had like a movie star on here last year and didn't chicken out. Somebody I could like completely flipping idolize. So, yeah, if I'm not going to chicken out for Peter Shareko, I'm definitely not going to chicken out for some 23 or 24-year-old Finnish girl that hunts spooks, specters, apparitions, and gaseous anomalies. Good evening, Jan. Good to see you. Okay, I can't be having that digging into my chest. Give me some more time to check things out. Seeing her second part on Demon House just today. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, her videos, she keeps them within a decent length. But man, I'll tell you what, them 4-hour live streams and stuff like that, I got to watch those in waves. I can't sit anywhere for 4 hours. I have a hard time sitting on my own live stream when I do extended streams. Whatever. So I hope everybody is having a good evening this evening. We definitely are here. It flurried just a little bit. Probably about 3 hours ago. I think it's still like lightly flurrying. Not enough to drop any accumulation or anything like that, even in an 8 or 10 hour period. So hope the rest of you guys are staying warm, dry, and healthy. Let's see here. I decided after Wednesday night and all the joking and playing and laughing that was going on at the end of the live stream that someday coming up here real soon, I am actually going to have an open mic joke night. Give folks a chance to either just tell their jokes in chat or come up on a panel next to me and just have that. Just have a laid back, ha-ha kind of night where we can all just laugh. Jay spent 4 hours chipping ice off the driveway. Yeah, I tried doing that on the steps out here coming off the deck too, and I broke the shovel even more than it was already broken, so I gave up on it. That poor shovel's needed replaced for 10 years, but Ty needs to be on that. Oh, he probably will. And I still don't have it done. I've been saying you need to do this for a while now. Hey, Tommy, what does a cigarette and a hamster have in common? Yeah, they both look relatively innocent till you put them in your mouth and set them on fire. Nightmare, what's up, bud? Lorelei, good evening. Good to see you. What do you mean, boo? That's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny. That's as that's as funny as why should you never trust an atom? Because they make up everything. Where's Jayzy? There's Jayzy. What's up, Rusty? Good to see you. Can magic tricks also be included in the open mic? Why, yes. Yes, they can. As long as you can come in here and pull 500 subscribers out of your hat, go for it, dude. Hope everybody is doing well. It is Friday evening. The weekend is upon us. It is. It is lurking in the shadows, getting ready to jump on us and give us 2 days of R&R. I don't know about y'all, but I'm looking forward to it. I'll do one on my stream and I'll make you disappear. My wife already tried it, dude. It don't work. She tried to make me disappear. She realized it didn't work. And then she realized why it didn't work. She didn't have life insurance on me yet. Now I watch every step. Yeah, R&R, Rusty. That's when you don't have to do anything. You have nothing on the honeydew list to do. You have nothing on the your list to do. Don't got to go anywhere you don't want to go. You just kick back in front of your television and your slippers and your fuzzy pajama pants, and you watch TV. when I die. Well, I hope you get a little bit of rest before that. That'll be 4 days for me. The horses won't remember who I am. Yeah, they will. You know horses as well as I do. They got a good memory. How did I meet the babe from Finland? Um, one of the other multiple paranormal open my or my yeah live streams that I go to. She was in there and she had just released her latest video, and I subscribed to her, went over, checked out her video, thought, hey, you know, she's only been doing this for a couple months, and she'd be worth talking to. So I asked her if she'd be interested in coming on one of the live stream interviews, and she said most definitely. So we've been talking for a couple weeks now. So that's how I met her. Let's see here. Hey Terry, good to see you. Just chilling around with friends. They never forget. Wait, that's elephants. That was your good looks. Oh yes, it was. It most definitely probably was my sweet demeanor and my professional looks. Yep, that is her right there. I got my truck back today. She drives like a 2022. Well, congratulations. About time something good happened. I'm glad. I'm glad that I'm glad that she's running just fine. I'll be able to rest when I get my underground efficiency apartment. Man, I'll tell you what, I was so relaxed earlier. The wife made tacos. I grabbed me a couple tacos, went in the bedroom, sat down, ate, got done eating, laid my head down, and I almost passed out. I was so relaxed. My tummy was full. I was ready to kick back and just, and I thought, but oh crap, it's only 6 o'clock. I got a live stream. I got to stay awake. 13. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Good to see you. Should announce that our whole team has all our videos out now from the Nichols Hotel investigation. Why, you just did. As Tommy was saying, um, myself, Tommy, Randy's Real Paranormal, and Denny have all released our videos on the historic Hotel Nichols over in South Haven, Michigan. You want to see a few different aspects, a few different angles into the same investigation, you really should check out all 4 videos. I watched Randy's this morning, and I was really surprised at the whole different angle and way he produces his videos is so much different from mine and Tommy's. And Danny was much more into the history than the paranormal aspect. Whatever. Watched it today. I actually ran across a really cool story a few hours ago. I'm going to do some research on it probably tomorrow, see what kind of information I can find. It is about an entire family that was bludgeoned to death by an individual who loved them all. It was literally the argument to end all arguments. And it was all over a saddle. So I'm going to see if I can find some more information on the Parsons family massacre from down in Missouri. And that just might wind up being the Sunday video. See, now that's what I mean by announcing it. Did your prostate check lately? I got a mule to be glad to do it. The Olympics call. Poor, by the way. Who called you poor? Who called you poor? Poor? We'll see how long this stream lasts tonight before I got to start typing again. So far, so good. StreamYard is showing a full signal. It's like I said earlier, I really believe that it had to do with the 4 degrees ambient temperature and the minus 15 wind chill this morning. That was, I believe, is what caused the issue with StreamYards. There's been a few people having issue with StreamYards, especially here in the Michigan area. So we'll just see. We'll just see. We are 20 minutes into it now and not an issue. I probably just hexed myself, but hey, what do you do? Jan was bullying me in the comments of that video. 13, I'm absolutely wonderful. I'm wonderful. It is cold outside. There's no sidewalks to shovel, man. We have a little bobcat that runs through town. Not a bobcat, it's smaller than a bobcat. But it runs through town and does all of the sidewalks. Thank God, because with the ice that's underneath this snow, people are better off walking in the snow. I was out here, I had to, when the wife got off work tonight, she came by the house so I could put more antifreeze in the car. And I went to lift the hood on that thing, and it felt like it weighed 20 pounds more than normal because of all the ice on it. And I even slammed it, and that ice sat there. None of it broke off. None of it came off. It's like, my God. This is why the deck is so slick and everything. This is why when you walk down the driveway in the paths where they plowed at, You start sliding down the hill. We got white stuff and ice here. Minus 21. Wow. Well, luckily right now we are sitting at 17 degrees and real field temperature is 17 degrees. So there's no wind outside whatsoever right now. Thank God. Kayla, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Oh, yes, most definitely well. Definitely well tonight. Over all those icky, sick feelings I had the last week and a half. The wife's grandmother's all healed up. No more little COVIDs flying around this place. We're doing good. I need hot temperatures. And besides that, I think before I go out and try to shovel anybody's anything, I need to invest in a new shovel. Ours, I think, well, ours should have been replaced 10 years ago. It's nothing but a flimsy piece of plastic now because all the sides have been pretty much broken off of it and snapped and it's cracked and everything. So yeah, I think I might want to invest in a new shovel before I start trying to make a business out of shoveling anything. That's why I pull it like a plow, because you put any kind of weight in it and it wants to start bending back. I'm afraid I'm going to snap it and not have a way to shovel anything that needs it. Go make snow angels. I actually thought about that. It's like, man, we've got almost a foot of snow out there, and I could build a snowman. I could go out and build snow angels right now. But my luck, I'd get down there and won't be able to get back up, and they'd find me in like April. Don't eat the yellow snow. It's actually really funny you mentioned that. I opened up the front door yesterday and broke one of the little icicles off that was hanging by the door. Put it on a paper plate, took it in the bedroom. The cats didn't know what to do with that thing. They kept licking it, and one of them would try to pick it up and take off with it, and it'd get too cold on their tongue or something. They'd drop it, and it was hilarious watching them try to figure out what to do with an icicle. Have more than 5 feet of snow for sale at very good price. I don't know if we're going to get close to that this year. We might. It's still early in the month. And February is normally when we get slapped around and called dirty names. So who knows? We might wind up with that before the winter's up. Don't eat the yellow snow. Well, I'll make sure and tell my daughter the next time that she goes outside and gets a bowl full of snow and then comes in and puts her little fruit flavoring stuff in it to make a snow cone, that she stays away from lemon. If I didn't think if I Didn't think for a second the wife would make me move it. I would take yellow food coloring out by the front door where the mailman and the paper lady walks up at and write welcome in the snow with yellow food coloring. But my luck, she'd make me go out there and cover it up. I don't have anything to make the blocks with. It's not that solid here. It's more of a flaky snow than a packing snow. All my friends up north, I have your snow down here in my yard, drunk, and I need you to come. Shh. Hey, you wanted snow. You wanted to see that pretty snow. Well, now you got some. I wish I could make a fort. I miss doing that. I wish my daughter was more into going out and playing now than sitting on a bloody device and whatever she does on that thing. Do I smell muffins? I don't know. Do you smell muffins? I actually got that phrase um, off the end of the new Ghostbusters Afterlife. Um, a certain someone, says that at the. I'm not going to go into any details for anyone who's not seen the movie yet, but a certain someone says that right before the last big fight in the movie. So, yep, I always got my favorite son nearby. That's for sure. Well, it's upside down. Comment out of Madonna. You said something about muffins. Yo head. Ian, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing good tonight. Staying warm. Ian's just about 15 miles or so south of me. So I know if I'm getting the cold temperatures and stuff, he's getting them too. The new Ghostbusters is not too bad. I'm very, very anxious to see it again. Um, we went and seen it in the theater opening night. Um, with the Kalamazoo Ghostbusters and stuff. I got to don the uniform, put on the proton pack, and walk around with them that night, greeting the patrons and stuff to the theater while I was filming. it was it was not a bad movie at all. Of course, you know our tickets for the movie were paid for by the theater for going out and doing that with them and stuff. So that was you own the copy already? We don't have a Blu-ray player. We have a regular DVD player, and it's sitting right here in front of me. So it won't do the family any good. I got to unplug it, take it back in the bedroom to the bigger TV, so everybody could watch it again. But yeah, I would definitely kick back and watch it again. Then again, I wanted to watch it right after we got done watching it opening night. So hello, Sonny. I hope you're doing good tonight. I don't know if it would come through on my email. 13. That seems like an awful big file. I actually can't even send a. I can't send anything over about 5 minutes on my email. I've tried to send stuff back and forth to people before and it don't work. But I'll send you my email anyway because just about everybody has it. Renaissance Fair is May 21st and 22nd. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Hey, Candy. Good to see you. You send a lot of, okay. Well, I can do that right here. Booyah. Right there it is. Last time I was at the movie theater, ticket price was about $4.85. Okay. Well, that should be easy enough to remember. Country girl. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. Maddie did it, 2014. Now, as I said at the beginning of the live stream, guys, the interview with Yelena Wolf from Finland has been postponed until next week, the 11th, due to the problems we had this morning with the Wi-Fi, well, with StreamYard, and it keep wanting to shut off. I didn't want that to happen since she's 6 hours ahead of us. I didn't want her happen to stay up any later than she was, waiting for StreamYard to turn back on to continue the interview. So next week, next Friday night, February 11th, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will have Yelena Wolf with Wolf Haunts Paranormal from Finland. Be kind of interesting to find out what doing investigations in Finland is like. But she was actually very understanding when I mentioned it to her today. I explained the situation we had this morning, and she said that they are having very cold temperatures there as well, and it's interfering with Wi-Fi signals and all kinds of stuff. So thank you very much, Nightmare, for running her link. She's very interesting, even though she's not been doing this very long. She is a very interesting person to sit and listen to. She knows her stuff. Yeah, there you go. Be there or be haunted. Thank you, 13. I appreciate that. I will hopefully be able to open that email up on my computer and save the movie straight to my computer so I can watch it anytime I want. At least now, doing it that way, I don't have to worry about wearing the grooves off the DVD. Be there or be triangular. Maybe it's solar flares affecting everything. It could be. Could be. Could be solar flares. Could be an alien invasion force intercepting all of our satellite communication and monitoring. You just never know. Could be anything. Oh, goodness gracious. Um, Ghostbusters, Ghostland, and the new Matrix. We actually just watched the new Matrix a couple weeks ago on HBO, I think it was. And that is, I mean, it's not as action packed as the old Matrix was, the original. They done a good job with it. And bringing back, you know, 3/4 of the original cast, definitely good thinking on their part. People uh, wanted to see Keanu Reeves. People wanted to see Carrie Moss. Um, oh, I know, Dom. I know. Like I said, we've seen it. We have HBO on our streaming TV, so I get to watch. I see a lot of that stuff when it first comes out. No, I'm fine, but I'm happy with Ghostbusters. I got my afterlife now. I got a way to sit in this room and kill time and not be working. That's going to feel unusual just on itself. I'm watching Crystal Lake Story now. Interesting. Let me think. What else have I got to tell you guys? Our next investigation is going to be Sunday, February 20th at the Paw Paw, Michigan Masonic Temple. It's going to be very interesting. Yes, I responded to him, Sonny, when he said it. 21st and 22nd of May. Um, I'll definitely be there, but I do security for him every year. Um, I would I would like to be able to come to Michigan and film with you and Tommy. You're welcome anytime, Jan. I welcome anybody to come and to come and film with us, collaborate with us and stuff. Uh, you guys know that's like my ultimate goal with this channel is to get it built up big enough, get the donations coming in where we can afford to, you know, go a little further away and collaborate with other investigators and stuff, do investigations in their area. That's like my big ultimate goal for this channel is to have, you know, that money coming in, whether it's through monetization or donations or whatever the case may be, to be able to go out and do that ourselves. I have Netflix, but no fun watching it by myself. Got no one to Netflix and chill with. That's kind of how I feel at night. Wife passes out. I flip through Hulu, Netflix, HBO, Discovery, Peacock. Sci-Fi, Paramount. Always looking for something to watch that isn't boring, because just sitting there watching some humdrum show by myself, yeah, just boring. See, some of us watch movies, private call together for just that reason. I believe that says. Yep, that's it. That's Adventures with Beth. Beth is down in North Carolina. Cool. It just got here, 13. Yep, it just got here just a second ago. It's fun myself. I usually just end up watching YouTube. When I get bored trying to watch movies and stuff, I flip over to HBO and turn on a household favorite to go to sleep to. Good old South Park. It gets up usually around season 17 or 18, and I take it all the way back to the first episode of season 1 and start over. I have a new spirit with me right now. Really? What is it? What is it, Beth? Thank you for the tips earlier, brother. You're welcome, Ty. Anytime, bud. Anytime. I've come to find that when you're not stressing over something, it's easier to help others with a problem. But if it's your own problem, 9 times out of 10, your own advice don't apply. South Park would put me to sleep. Oh God, I'll sit and watch 3 or 4 episodes of it. I bet we've seen every episode 10 times. But yeah, every night, that's what we go to sleep to. Her name is Priscilla, and she follows this teddy bear around. Very cool. I slept with my teddy bear last night and actually got sleep. Interesting. Actually, I'm going to start advertising that event, Tommy, at the end of all the videos and stuff. Um, because it's easier for me to put that information in a video than it is for me to try to remember all the details about it. I don't. I know that I've got the flyer for it on the chat, but as for the details, the location, the date, stuff like that, I don't remember a thing about it. Yeah, Priscilla, I'm trying to refresh everything you taught me about it. I'm getting an itchy trigger finger. Saw about 4 minutes of South Park, never watched it again. Wasn't bad, just couldn't get hooked. I do for the moment. The Bears, Nicole's, were passing her around because in life she didn't get to travel. Now she can. I would actually, Tommy, like to put all of the upcoming conventions on the videos somewhere, since there's a good possibility at least 2 of the 3 we're going to be personally involved in. So we need to get together sometime here real soon and sketch out some kind of banner and get a hold of John and find out about transferring some of our videos onto DVD, so we could do that TV thing at the conventions where we play our videos back behind us on the big 63-inch. It's a picture. It's a picture of the flyer is what I have, 13, in our Midwest Parahistoric Society chat. A picture of the flyer was posted and I saved it. Each one of us that gets the Bears going to film her adventures and upload it. Very cool. Very cool. You know, you can put a picture of it on this string. Yes, I know. Yeah, I was thinking about that too, Tommy. I was thinking about that too. Just all of us working out of the same booth. I know he wants us all to have our own booths. You know, to have more dealers and investigators there and stuff. But I think it would. I think it would be better if we all just worked out of the same booth. All of us that normally go out and do the investigations together. I think she's going to Canada from here. Very cool. Yeah, I figured if anybody would know, it'd be John. If you need help building a small intro or flyer, I'll give you help with it. All right, 13. Thank you. Thank you. Really need to sit down and write a storyline coming up with characters for Cheater's Mark Part 2. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. I've actually sat down and started writing a pun movie, a pun supernatural movie that I'd like to do with Tommy this year because of his videographical experience and stuff, making his short films, his silent movies, things like that he used to do before he started doing the investigating. Always wanted to be in a movie, and by God, if I got to make my own, that's what I'm going to do. Either Canada or Missouri. I forgot who gets her next. She will be next to me for a moment. We're going to film there as well, or perhaps live stream. I really honestly think we could do both. I don't see any issue with us doing both there. I know I'll have my phone turned back on by that time. I mean, that's quite a few months away. So keep your fingers crossed. I have the same phone number. That way I don't got to like redo 1,000 business cards. But yeah, I'm planning on live streaming and filming at that event as well. I wrote 2 scripts for paranormal shows. Very cool. Very cool. So I'm not supposed to come up with, so am I not supposed? No, you can come up. You can come up, Ty. There's nothing stopping you from coming up and hanging out and chilling. Oh yeah. When we live stream from that event, you'll definitely get to see it. If I could find a way to actually live stream to multiple channels, that's always something we could possibly do too. That way you have got, um, like Tom and I both there in the same booth with the camera set up, but we'd be live streaming to both of our channels. So who knows? Who knows? Like I said, we still got several months to figure out all this crazy stuff when it comes to these devices and everything and what they're capable of. I'll be right back. Coffee time. I gave up on the coffee thing. I was starting to zing a little bit too much. Isn't it already chilled up there? Oh, yeah. M most definitely chill. Smooth. Calling all ghost lovers. You're all invited to this event. Yeah, most definitely. This event is going to be a horror slash paranormal event. And of course, Danny is putting it on with cooperation from. Oh, do you have the info handy, Tommy? So I don't misspeak anything. Good evening, Adam. Good to see you. I'm working with dual long barrel holsters. There you go. That'll work. If you want more details, contact myself or Drew. We'll give you Danny's email for more. Yeah, there you go. Best way to do it. What's up? I know it's going to be a great event. It's going to be a day-long event. It's going to be right here in this county. Um, they're expecting a heck of a turnout. Um, done right, setting up your booth space and talking to folks, letting them see what you're doing, hand out your information. Any of these people, even multiple peoples, could turn out to be brand new investigations. Saturday, August 20th, 2022, Van Buren County Historical Museum in Hartford, Michigan. Yes, yes, I did know that Wyatt grew up in Iowa. It's a haunted location. Yes, it is. And there will be an investigation of the museum. Danny is very good friends with the owner of the place. He's trying to set up a private investigation for the investigative teams that will be there for the event. Then they're going to do ghost tours for the general public that night. So, like I said, should definitely be an interesting event. Will make me, yeah, definitely make you meet some very awesome people. But like I said, I will starting this. Well, we'll say starting beginning of March. Starting with the videos at the beginning of March, I will start putting the advertisement at the end of the videos for this get together. Bands, Ghostbusters, car show, vendors, oddities, food, trucks. Oh yeah, most definitely. I didn't know. I was doing some research on his life, and when I seen that, my mind was blown. Me too, Beth. Me too. I wish I could still drive. I ran across a story today, Tyler, that's a little bit south of you. I would have to find find out exactly the location of the town. But there was a family of 5 that was bludgeoned to death by a farmhand, preacher's son, no less, that played with these kids on a daily basis, helped their dad out, was very loved in the community. He just absolutely lost his crackers one day and beat the entire family, mother, father, and 3 little boys, to death with the barrel of a shotgun over a saddle. That happened down in Missouri. And the weird thing about it is, you know, he was spotted. He was spotted at his father's church service wearing the man's ring, who was found dead. He was taken straight out to the gallows and hung, but the knot came partially undone, so he fell and hit his head on the gallows. So they pulled him back up, closed the trap door again, retied the knot, and hung him again right there. Some old lady in town, when he fell and hit his head, some old lady allegedly yelled out, "That one's for the baby." Because you wasn't in here this morning, Adam, for some reason, StreamYard kept the camera and everything shut down on it. Just all of a sudden, the screen on my phone would go black, and I'd start getting the spinning arrow of death. and then it would just completely shut off, and you'd have nothing but my background up here on the screen. And it did it, God, 4, 5, 6 times this morning. And the stream this morning actually ran like 20 minutes over because it wouldn't come back, so I could shut the stream down. So, but I could sit here and I could type, but you just had my background up there, the background picture, not my normal picture. So I didn't want to risk, you know, her being on here from Finland, being 6 hours ahead of us, and having to sit here even longer than normal and wait for me to keep bringing the stream back on again. So I got a hold of her, explained the situation. She agreed that it was probably the temperatures and stuff. I guess they've been having problems over in Finland. Tommy and Danny both had problems with StreamYard here in the last couple days. Kentucky girl had problems with it last night on her live stream. So they were doing updates or something that really botched it up. Now tonight it's working just fine. So, but that's what happens. So she will be here next Friday night, Friday, February 11th at our normal start time. Make sure I did not miss nothing. Check out Drew's Facebook page. I'll have him share the event on there. There's even our SVP page for the event. There you go. That'd be kind of cool, Jay. That'd be great if you and Jan could come up. If I could. Well, there you go. Oh, no, there you go. Tommy, Jerry, we'll try to schedule vacation. There you go. Tough stream. This morning was a tough stream, Marco. This morning was tough. I was getting very, very frustrated this morning. But then again, here lately, it don't take a lot to get me frustrated. Here since like the beginning of December, I think I've been more stressed out than a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. So got my girls all tucked in with their new heater. Yep, got to keep them little chickadees warm, that's for sure. I'm back with coffee. Good. Glad you're back with some coffee. Like I said, I gave up on the coffee thing a few hours ago. I was just getting too jittery. Drew, we should honestly have a live stream soon with you, myself, Danny, explaining all of this. I think that's a really good idea. I think that's a very good idea. Because I know there's 2 other events. There's the other one that Danny's involved in. I think it's in Grand Rapids. Then there is the one up at Mount Pleasant in November. That's a huge paranormal convention up there at the Soaring Eagle Casino. All right, 13. Dom, you have yourself a good evening, bud. Take care of yourself. Enjoy your weekend. Get some rest, and we'll holler at you first of the week. Thank you very much for the movie, by the way. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't remember the name of I don't remember the name of the other one that Danny's involved in. Um, but I've got the page on Facebook saved for the one up north. I guess it's supposed to be about the same size as the one that we went to in Fort Wayne, with um, a lot of paranormal investigative TV shows, stars, stuff like that. And then, of course, we have the one in October this year in Fort Wayne, that I will be making sure that we're setting up at. So we'll have our own booth at that one, probably the same setup as we do at the one in August, with the big screen TV with us, the DVD playing of our investigations, things like that. I'm actually working now at getting new patches. Yeah, the one I went to with Amy. I'm working at to get new patches done for the jackets that we wear on the investigations, um, that actually say, parahistoric investigators across them. A little bit of advertising for us to get our names out there and stuff. The name patches and stuff that I have on my coat are very small. These will actually be, if I remember correctly, they're 3 by 13 inches, and they go all the way across the back of your coat. So I am looking at getting those done just as soon as we get some funds coming back in and stuff like that. Uh, a lot of people, when I wear my coat out now, they'll see my Ghostbuster patch and stuff on my left arm, and they'll ask my wife if I'm a Ghostbusters fan, and then she'll sit there and she'll tell them. She goes, "No, he does paranormal investigations, does history investigations and stuff." So yeah, I'm the same way, Tommy. I love doing conventions. I love talking to people. I love meeting people. Um, Conventions are the best way to do it. Traveling around, not to mention you get to meet some very, very cool people, both in the movie industry and in the actual televised TV paranormal shows. Um, when you put yourself on their level, you're a little bit more apt to be invited to do things with them. I know that one of the guys from Destination Truth, or what was it? Destination. I think it was Destination Truth, was talking to one of the paranormal investigators there about joining them on an investigation. And they don't even do videos of their stuff. They just go out and do investigations. So there's always that possibility. I've only been wearing mine investigations. I need to wear mine out in public. Oh, I wear mine all the time. All the time. I got some weird looks. Well, look what happened to us when we went down to the Wounded Minnow after we got done at the bookstore last week. We had people coming up, talking to us, wanting to take pictures with us, all kinds of stuff. I mean, they were right there like flies on pony poo, getting pictures with us and want to talk to us, telling us how cool the coats were and stuff. And they loved what we done. And I also have a Ouija board on the back, so that might be why. Yeah, that might be why, because of the Ouija board. Um, Believe it or not, Jan, when I still had the old channel up operating and I was doing nothing but history, I had somebody out at the farmer's market on the end of town um, tell my wife, you know, your husband's a local celebrity. You know, there are a lot of people that watch his videos and stuff in our neighborhood that knows him. And I just kind of looked at her and I puffed out my chest and said, you know, see, I told you I was a celebrity. And she just rolled her eyes and she said, no, you'll be a celebrity when you're making money. She said, right now you're just a well-known individual, but you'll be a celebrity when you're making money. She said, when I cannot work as much and go and travel and do investigations with you, then you'll be a celebrity. And then she turned around and told me just what, night before last, that's what she wants. That's what she would love to see happen. She would love to see us get so big she didn't have to work no more. That she could kick back and we could take vacations and travel and go and do investigations in different places and stuff like that. And her be an active part of the group as well. She said she'd even be happy to quit her job and stay at home and be a full-time caregiver to grandma while I traveled the country doing videos and investigations. I told her, I said, well, that's cool. Your mom needs to go back out to Vegas since she met one of the Ghost Adventure guys at Zach's Museum. She needs to go back out there and give them my business card and tell them to contact me. I want you to get so big I don't have to work either. Yes, that's the goal, son. Hey, Jim, good to see you, bud. Well, and Jan, doggone it, Jim is just a couple of years away from retirement. There is absolutely no reason that you guys can't take off and make a 3 or 4 or 5 hour trip somewhere, get a hotel room, do a couple investigations, 2, 3 in an area, go back home. Booyah, you got videos for the next 3 weeks. Go back to doing your thing around the farm for, 2 or 3 more weeks, another month, shoot off again and do it again. Couple months away from death. I doubt that, Jim. I think you're going to outlive us all. Nobody that works as hard as you do can be unhealthy. Retirement, God, I just want to get there. And there's nothing wrong with that, Adam. I think that's cool. Doing the exploring, doing urban exploration, exploring, you know, some of the old cemeteries, the old dilapidated towns, what's left of them, um, even just certain landmarks. I think that'd be just cool as shit. The old man was 90, but he didn't party like me. Back up here, make sure I didn't miss anything. Dude, that black dude was hilarious. Yeah, Larry there at the bar, he was hilarious. Hey, Josh, good to see you, bud. I'd investigate all the time if I had a ride. Why don't you and Nicole go out and do things together, Beth? She seems like she's staying relatively busy. He was exposed to radiation when he was part of the occupying force after nuking Hiroshima. He saw it a few months after bombing. Must have been unreal. Would have to have been unreal. Sometimes urban explorers can catch paranormal without even knowing it. Oh yeah, most definitely. Um, I was just watching a video the other day of urban explorers, and they kept thinking they were hearing somebody walking around upstairs in this old, early 19th century house. And they never found anybody else in that house, but they kept hearing floors squeaking and stuff up above their heads. My sister retired about 2 years ago. Her and her husband were traveling around the world. And see, that's what I keep telling my mom and dad. If they didn't make 15 trips a year up here to Michigan to see me, they'd be able to go to some of those places they always wanted to go to. You know, my dad wants to just leave, pack the car up and take off and head west. Start off in Texas and Arizona, Oklahoma, Nevada, and work his way up through the West. I told him he better start. There's a lot of stuff to see out there, and he ain't getting no younger. Nicole isn't living here anymore. She lives with Billy and Brenda. They do stuff together. Ah, gotcha. She was here. She was doing stuff with Billy and Brenda. Well, hopefully, Beth, God willing, and the creek don't rise, I can make it down to North Carolina for that family get together. Um, well, that YouTube paranormal family reunion and awards banquet and the big investigation that they do and stuff. And we can get you out there to it. Tommy, if he's still here in the chat somewhere, was actually nominated for a prize, I think, for um, best up and coming channel or something like that. So I would like him to actually be down there for the awards banquet. Yep, I've watched some of those too. I always look for something paranormal. I've done all the traveling I wanted before I was younger. You're going to want to end in Arizona because it's the best state in the union. Well, I don't know that because I've never been to Arizona. and neither is the old man. He was, however, stationed at White Sands, New Mexico back in the 60s. But it's much like I told him, even that's changed. You know, it may still be an active missile range, but you know, it has changed a lot. There's a tourist area there, a museum, all kinds of stuff now that wasn't there when he was down there. Was 70 today. Now it's 38, getting colder, quick sleeting. We got quite a bit, Jim, 2 days ago. It started snowing at 2 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday, or 2 o'clock in the morning, Wednesday morning. And there for a while, it was actually dropping about 1.25 inches every hour. And just a little bit after daybreak, it started turning into a light flurry. Then we'd have some gusts where it blew a lot. All in all, we got about a foot. Today was probably an hour worth of flurries. Tomorrow it's supposed to snow again, but not mass accumulation. The really bad thing was this morning. It was 4 degrees here with a -15 wind chill. So that's the coldest it's been yet this year. Not the same. I didn't think it was, Adam. True. If you have family members in the military, they get cheap trips. What's temping? Are you talking about White Sands in New Mexico? But yeah, White Sands missile range. That's where my dad was at in 60, 66, 65, and 66. We went back out there about 1980. We took a family trip out that way, went into New Mexico, stuff like that. And it was different then, but it's really changed in the last 35 years, almost 40 years. Oh, you live 2 hours from there? My only concern about Wilmington this summer is that they planned it during hurricane season and Wilmington gets hit hard. We'll see what happens. Okay. Bellin. I think Dad mentioned that town. That name sounds very familiar to me. It's like one of his friends he was down there with or something was from Bellin or something like that. I lived in Currituck for 11 years. Got hit hard more than a few times. But yeah, all in all, you know, I've got a lot of big goals. Just because we had to start this channel over, just because, you know, we had to start from scratch and you know, start growing again. I've got the same big goals and stuff for this channel, for our group. Just need to find a way to make it happen, and we got it lit. I have put up GoFundMe's. I even started a I think it's called a generosity something for PayPal where people could donate for that, and it just seems like nobody people. One thing I've noticed about GoFundMe's and stuff, and it's really really weird. I will see a GoFundMe for somebody who needs $1,000 to get a surgery for their dog. And they posted this thing like 5 months ago. They've got like $10,000 on this thing, and people are still donating to them. So it's really funny because if you look at those GoFundMe's, it tells you when the most recent donation was made. And even though they posted this thing 5 or 6 months ago, the donations are still coming in. Yeah, it's like a generosity fund or something like that where people can just up and down. It's like GoFundMe. But that popped up on my PayPal here a couple weeks ago. So I figured, okay, what the heck? I'll start one of those. That's all right. But it just, yeah, I seen one on GoFundMe about a month ago. A, a a guy died in a car accident, and his family needed $8,000 to help with funeral costs, and they're up over $100,000 now, and people are still donating. It's like, wow, really? So you gotta die to get money on GoFundMe. The last Indiana Jones movie was based on White Sands when they did the bomb scene. An icebox blew Jones away from fake. Okay. I did not know that. I've been about 25 miles over the Mexican border, and I've been to London, Ontario. Pretty much a straight shot across the Ambassador Bridge in Detroit into Windsor, Ontario, and northeast about an hour. And that's as far as I've been out of the U.S. I'd be better off if I was born in Spain. All right, Jay. Yeah, I know you've had a pretty rough day out there trying to chip ice. Go get yourself some rest, man. Head off to La La and take care of yourself. And we'll catch you. We'll catch you first of the week, bud. Never been off the planet. Neither have I. It'd be kind of cool though. William Shatner finally got to do it. He's in his 80s. They finally took him up. You are to Canada like I am to Mexico. Oh no, yeah. When I was like 10 or 12 years old, like I said, we were down there, White Sands and stuff, and actually crossed over into Mexico. Went to the first town, hung out for like 2 hours, and turn around and come back across the border. Look at the flag; it tells you a lot. And yeah, you always drift off to La La Land. It's because of that big comfy chair he sits in, with his feet all propped up and his little fuzzy socks on, and it's kind of like me when I get on my little massage thing and sit on the floor and lean up against my table and just let the little things heat up and move up and down my back. I start to fall asleep sitting in it till I fall over and hit my head on the bed frame. Then I realize I fell asleep. Town where White Sands, Alamogordo, New Mexico. East from there is a town where Billy the Kid is buried. Uh-huh. I knew he was buried somewhere down there, but I didn't realize it was that close. Food is much better here in Portugal by far. I've never had Portuguese cuisine. Work security for a company that helped maintain the NORAD computer system. Actually seen early at weapon. Huh. Interesting. One of my exes from years and years ago used to work or used to be in the Air Force. She was stationed on a SAC base, so she used to actually get to um, go down where the buttons were at to launch the big ones. Um, she was a cook, so she would take the food down to the boys in the bunker. What is the best thing to eat in Portugal, Marco? Prototype laser weapon needed. A high-level security clearance. Very cool. Very cool. COD. I, I actually, I don't know why, but for some reason I figured it'd be something like really, really cool in Portuguese. Um, we have COD here. You know, I never realized until here recently that a lot of your bigger, fancier restaurants in like Scotland has venison on the menu regularly. Um, I was watching a Scottish YouTuber a couple months ago, and she was in Inverness, I believe it was, and stopped at a restaurant, and venison steak was on the menu. I was completely blown away. I didn't know that any place around um, actually carried venison as a regular menu item. I had cod for supper tonight. We have 100 ways to cook cod. Kind of shitty from Aldi's. Cod Cajun style. That sounds good. Bison. Yeah, we used to be, believe it or not, used to be able to buy bison and elk at Myers, but they don't even carry it anymore. But yeah, you used to be able to get, well, they would sell like a bison roast, and then they would sell ground bison and elk. But you can't even get the stuff at Myers. I'm talking, God, 15, 16, 17 years ago. But they also had a specialty meat menu where you could order like zebra, ostrich, all kinds of weird, off the wall shit. And it was expensive. Don't think for a second it wasn't. You could order lion, just all kinds of stuff, weird things. Here in Porto, we have a dish that's called Francisina. These fast food places are paying 400 to 600 a week for stupid people that can't get your order right. Yeah, they can't get the order right, or when you get it home, you open up the box and it looks like somebody dropped it on the floor, kicked it halfway across the floor, then just scooped it back in the box. The last time we went to McDonald's, they had the what was it, two Big Macs for $5 or something like that. And I didn't realize, because I've never had to assemble my own Big Mac before. But both of them, when you open the boxes up, it looks like somebody put the Big Mac in there and then shook it. Tanaka is good. I need to make some stew. We got about 25 pounds of deer in the freezer. Oh, you lucky devil, you. Oh my God. That's what I want to do this year. So maybe next. You can buy rabbit here in the grocery store. That was another thing that Myers had in their meat counter, was farm raised rabbit. And you can't find it here anymore. Check on the web about it. Once while my friend from Game and Fish gave me some ground elk that he confiscated from poachers. Venison is excellent food for people with heart and blood pressure issues. Oh, I know. Believe me, I used to stay away from as much pork and beef as I possibly could. I had venison and either beefalo or buffalo in my freezer all the time. But that was years ago, when it was still, somewhat affordable. We have a buffalo preserve over in northeastern Indiana, not very far from the Michigan line. And they slaughter 12 or 14 buffalo a year, process them right there on the grounds, wrap them, put the meat in the cooler for sale. But $9, $10, $12, $15, $16 a pound. Not on my income. Supposed to say tacos are a good idea. Why it came out Tanaka. I don't know. We had tacos tonight, and once again, the wife outdid herself. Our store sells rabbit meat here too. Tanaka. The elk is great. Tasty meat. Hey, Lee. Good to see you, bud. Oh, Instagram. Go away. Yeah, okay. Maisie Williams. She still ain't answered my request for an interview. I taught my phone some unique words, texting my crazy ass friend. I bet you did. I have never eaten antelope. I would love to try antelope. I've eaten bear, wolf, rattlesnake, alligator. And then the regular domesticated meats. Rabbit. I've eaten rabbit. Saw the new Jackass movie. Was dying laughing. Man, I'll tell you what, old Johnny looks like hell, don't he? I couldn't believe Johnny Knoxville when I seen him. He looked terrible. Tacos are always a good idea. Yep, especially since I have her cook up about 3 pounds of meat. And then if I want to eat salads for the next week, all I got to do is put a little bit of meat in a bowl, out of the fridge, heat it up, make my nice salad, put my little taco meat on top of it and stuff, throw a little salsa on top of that, a little hot sauce. Boom, I got me a taco salad I could just sit and munch on for however long, sitting right here working on a video. Beaver is the best. I love beaver. Beaver is wonderful. Cat or dog. Hamster probably wouldn't be too awful bad, but you got to kill like a mess of them. They're like smelt. You gotta clean a mess of them things up to get a meal out of it. It is tasty. Bear, I don't really care for. Bear was a little greasy, but it wasn't too awful bad. God here is like throwing a cat from a high place. It always lands. I gotta make tacos soon now. Been a while. I made bear stew and couldn't tell it was bear. That's good. The guy that deer hunts my property, he works the railroad. It's physical. He had high blood pressure and would eat the vent. Okay. So it's kind of you do always good. More movie beating crap out of each other. Your friends will age quickly. Yeah. I like squirrel. I've had squirrel. Squirrel's always good. But yeah, you're right. You need a dozen of them. Let me see here. When I lived at Hunting Fishing Club, members who didn't get deer would give me, my sis, my room, all their license would end up 10 or 12 set for winter. Oh, man. Well, I thought I could make it till the end of the stream, guys, but I can't. So chat real nice amongst yourselves for a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Other dishes here. Put a tick in his chair. Friday night, woohoo! Not that Friday night's any different than any other night for me, but I like to revel in your excitement. There's a list so big of good things to eat. What happens going out Friday night? Normally, the only time I go out is when we have an investigation to do. Other than that, I stay here, take care of the channel, take care of grandma, take care of the cats, take care of the house. That's my thing. It has been forever and ever and ever and ever since her and I have had a chance to go out. Oh, I've had possum too. Thank you for bringing up possum, Templar. I still haven't taken her out for her birthday. Her birthday was the 15th of last month. Um, Don't go out on Friday nights. But like I said, if I go out on Friday nights, I'm going out to an investigation. Put a whoopee cushion in his chair. I'd much rather there be a whoopee cushion in my chair than a tick. I know he meant tack, but I'm gonna, I'm gonna enjoy that as long as I can. Put a tick in my chair. I guess since the internet came out, everyone just gave up. I still love to go out. I love to go out and do things, sit down, have a beer, chat. Just don't get the chance to. The wife works so much to keep the house afloat and stuff like that, that when she's at home, if I don't have an investigation, I stick around here at home with her. Do you really need a whoopee cushion to make that noise? No, not really. I mean, I can make it without the whoopee cushion. It's just a little bit more disgusting. And well, at my age, there's always that risk involved. By the time you're done making the noise, there may be more cushion than whoopee back there. Oh, goodness gracious sakes. Goodness gracious sakes. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for the next 2 weekends. No investigations to do. Just kind of kick back this weekend and next weekend with the wife. Calgon, take me away. Yeah, we actually promised each other, last year when the channel was really starting to pick up there, when we went from like, 2,400 subscribers to 4,000. We promised each other we were going to start going out at least once a month and having a date night. And then the channel went down. I think it was a higher power trying to tell me we weren't supposed to have date nights. We were married now. Those are supposed to be over with. Never trust a fart. No, you don't really want to, because you don't know what's pushing it. You don't know if it's air pushing that out or if there's a gift coming. Farts, they always come out. Not fun if they gurgle. Exactly. Exactly. It's when you get to, darn, I forgot. It is bad for your health to hold them in. Yeah, I know, bad for your health to hold them in, but socially unacceptable to drop a bomb in the middle of a Walmart aisle. and then run all the way around the next aisle, back to the front of the aisle, and watch people walk through it. Might be socially unacceptable, but it's really fun when your wife's about 20 paces behind you. And she has to live with it, so she recognizes it. As soon as she walks into the cloud, she starts going around going, I know he's here somewhere. CRS can be bad. Yeah, if I can ever remember what it means. It's gross. As far as when you make yourself gag. Don't make myself gag, but I could clear a room of people out in about 2.24 seconds. Oh, I still do it to her, Marco. I still do it to her. We'll go to Walmart or something like that, and I'll find a nice empty aisle, and she'll just be round in the corner. And I'll drop a bomb and start walking really fast. Or if you really want to have fun with her, turn around really fast and walk towards her and drag it like it's hooked to a chain. That way she's got like a 20-foot long path where that's all that she can smell. All right, Jim. You take care of yourself, bud. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. And we'll catch you the first of the week. The history of farts. Farts started off as a cheeseburger with extra cheese and jalapenos. You fart in the car. I made my sister barf. I warned her to let me walk. My God, that's terrible. I'm not sure I want to go anywhere with you now. Oh, don't worry, it's controlled. I save that little piece of my life for my wife. I don't ever try to attempt to kill anyone else, or make them vomit or anything. I save that for my wife. That's one of those special little things that we share with each other. Well, I do all the sharing, she does all the receiving, but still, it's something we do with each other. Stay long stuff. I drink milk, and that's not good for my stomach. Since I've got older, I've actually formed a lactose intolerance that I didn't have as a kid. I mean, I would literally drink glass after glass after glass of milk when I was real young. If I didn't go through a half a gallon of milk a day, then there was something seriously wrong when I was younger, and it never affected me. But once I hit probably 45, ice cream, milk, anything like that. Cheese don't bother me that much, but ice cream or milk, oh yeah. Oh yeah, the resulting cloud is something between um uh rotting human flesh and um roadkill on a hot road in August. Yeah, see, Josh, that's how I am. I still love milk. I love milk, and I only eat vanilla ice cream because the carb levels are so much lower. And you know, it's really funny if you go out and you buy the ice cream in like the plastic gallon jugs, that cheap ice cream actually has some of the lowest carbohydrate levels um, of any ice cream out there. But milk and ice cream, oh yeah, she pays the price for it. She sees me get a bowl of ice cream and she very quickly rolls over and tries to get to sleep so she can sleep through it. Don't always work. I used to eat pickled eggs. Now I can't eat them no more. Oh wow. Yeah, I loved pickled eggs when I was little too. My grandma was notorious for canning beets and stuff like that. And she'd hard boil the eggs up and she'd drop them in the beet juice. And she used to make me pickled eggs all the time. Just a heads up for you guys too. I think I said something this morning about it. Still no phone. I've got about another week and a half, I think, before they take my number. No, 2 weeks. 2 weeks before they take the number. Um, Doing what I can to get the phone turned back on and stuff, so we don't got to worry about um, changing the number and stuff on the business cards, or everybody out here that has my phone number. Happen to get new numbers to them and stuff like that. So be patient with me. It'll happen. It's just a process. I used to eat pickled. Oh, it's early. Where's the party going after this? That's a very good question. I have no clue. My party is going to the bedroom. I was up at 10 minutes till 3 this morning, and I've not been back down since. So I tried to lay down about 5 and sleep until a quarter after 6, and that didn't work. So, um, yeah, I'm heading towards the bedroom. Eggs are a great source of protein for diabetics. They are. They are. Not very friendly to the old bunghole, but they are. Jared Tracy, Pasadena Paranormal Preview. Big Live at 11 Eastern on Nubs. Henry 420 caught us right as we were getting ready to walk out the door, my friend. Good to see you, though. Glad you stopped in and said, hey. Let me see here. Check out, see if I missed anything. And I haven't. So it is that time, guys and gals. Time for me to be like a fat baby and head out. Time for me to be like a tree and, well, leave. Time for me to be like a bunch of birds and get the flock out of here. So you guys all have a great weekend. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Love it when the family can get together and just BS for a little bit. So you guys take care. Have a good Friday night. Have a good weekend. And we'll catch you Monday morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the same old, same old. But until then, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. We'll catch you all later.